US in London, plus MBS in Melbourne. They beg work from their market that the other hasn't seen before. They call it out of your bubble.
Morning, Pablo. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Out of Your Bubble. This is mine and Pablo's first recording, our attempt at getting out of your bubble, which is our format to talk about ads from each other's regions. Pablo is the ECD at Essential Song in the UK. I'm the CCO of DDB in Melbourne. So I'm talking about Australian work. Pablo's talking about UK or European or Spanish work. And we're going to hopefully share some stuff that the other person hasn't seen before. Pablo, I think you're going to know this first one. It's not going to fly under the radar. It is the new lamb spot from Australia, but I've got some interesting little bits that you might not have seen to talk about. But let's have a look at the 3.5-minute film to begin with.
What do you reckon?
Don't know. And share.
Oh my God! That's the funniest thing I've seen all week. No notes.
Who would do that to a dog?
That looks like a dog I drew in grade 2.
Gina Smith, this is literally you.
It's literally me.
Everyone calm down. It's fake.
Wow, this comment section is getting toxic.
Do you think this is happening everywhere?
Madness! We're killing the environment.
We're saving the environment.
They only work when there's enough wind.
I made $5,000 in a week working from home with this one simple trick.
I love renewable.
CO2 is perhaps the near lowest in Earth's history.
You're right. Next thing you'll tell me the Earth is flat.
See? Flat as.
This proves nothing. That could be AI.
No, that's AI.
It's achievable naturally. I have a body similar to that.
Looking good, Coshy.
I made $5,000. Shut up.
That's the way you make a perfect couple.
Milk before tea? This is a crime.
Same as with cereals. Milk first.
You are a psycho.
Guys, it's not real.
Oh, we're fighting over tea now.
Could be worse.
How?
She's my hero.
She broke dancing.
I don't get it.
If cringe could kill you, this would be a lethal dose.
Ooh, another keyboard warrior.
Gina Smith, literally not you.
So not me.
It's fake.
Why is everyone hating?
It's fake.
She sucks. You suck.
Blocked and reported.
Booked and reported.
Blocked and reported.
World tour, please.
It's fake. Everyone relax. It's not real.
No democracy.
Dumbest sport ever. What's next? Dog grooming?
Hey, screw you.
Whoa.
Sorry, I just got caught up in whatever this is.
There's got to be something that unites us. Oh, yeah.
I love lamb.
Come on, everyone. Get out of the comments and into the cutlets.
I am such a ditzy Debbie. I bet a big old gritty gun.
Now this is real.
Gina Smith, it's literally you.
Oh my God, it's me, Gina Smith. Ah!
Wait, why is everyone being so nice?
I think everyone's a lot nicer in real life than we are online.
I guess the anonymousness of the internet promotes disagreements, and the platforms that we
Yeah,
use...
we get it.
Just ate some lamb.
I hope people post nice comments about this ad.
Pablo, make $5,000 a week with this one easy trick. I do believe that they're all probably real comments. Even if it's not, doesn't matter. They also ring so true, and it's lovely. I think the visual device is great too. The idea of taking the bleachers and then moving them around, I think that really helps. Just navigate the whole thing. It's bloody great. I really, really love this execution.
It brings me joy and envy in equal measures. The first thing that we have to say, and I'm sure you agree, is that it passes the length test. I was hooked from the beginning. It is funny. It is so accessible for the rest of the world, not only for Australians. And, I have to say the idea is so good. And And what you were saying is such a poignant key visual represented in the real world, the comment section. It just shows the contradictions and the silliness of the discussions there. So that key visual had my attention from the first second. And it's also worth mentioning and how difficult it is to do a good follow-up. And this is actually something that I will use as a good example of a follow-up, because the first ad set the tone of the idea, the campaign, in such a broad, general way, with this sort of generational gap, in such a simple visual way. This one digs into something that feels a little bit more specific, that it would have been weird to be so specific in the first campaign, but as a follow-up, it just works like a dream, and it keeps adding
So this
comedy to the campaign.
This campaign might be in its 10th or 11th year for Australia. So this is a follow-up of follow-up of follow-up.
Okay.
And even harder to follow up, but this is one of the better ones for a very long time. Always plays off this tension of Lamb brings people together, and it finds something topical from that kind of year. What's the biggest thing that Australia's fighting about? And that's it. It's the same brief every year. What I love about this year, probably more than any other year, is that they've also managed to, it's always been a great long film. Hands down, this is brilliant. Again, I think they've made the best kind of integrated campaign through that. So it's unusual, but I think we should play the 15-second version of this next and then chat again.
Great ad, very enjoyable.
Ridiculous, bad production at that.
I found it confusing.
I didn't like it.
Make up your own mind. Watch the ad here.
It's an ad for Lamb.
The great thing about that is that it shows confidence that people will love the big ad, and that's just such a reminder that this is all about the long story. It's almost like, if you're Australian, you have to watch this. That's how confident we are that you're gonna love it.
It is. It's so ballsy, but I think it should be so rewarded, because I think the bulk of most ad spends in Australia, honestly, these days are 15 seconds. That's where all of the media money goes. So like, yeah, we're going to do that, but it's not a cut down. It just points to the thing that they've invested in. I think that shows so much bravery.
Man,
that's piece one from Australia.
What an ad for the first episode from Australia.
Yeah, and we're going to go from that to something even more Australian, if there's such a thing.
Focus, boy.
Steady.
Focus. Pick up your feet. There's nothing you can't do.
Wow.
Go. Come on, my boy. I'm very proud of you.
27 minutes.
Go. You mean that? You mean? Go. Yeah.
Heap Normal.
What do you think?
There's nothing you can't do, Pablo. Yeah, it's the most ridiculous thing ever. Yeah, like the idea is really good, isn't it? Just, it's stay normal, but none of us are normal. And they found this. I mean, this is a straight to director production company ad, right? So this is written by the director, idea from the director. Very good director, mind you. He's done a cracking job, but it's not much on paper. But the casting, it's like it's set in some weird mate house where, look, everyone's probably done ice at some stage together. None of them have two brain cells to rub together. But this is the Australian experience, Pablo. So welcome to my country.
To be completely honest, I just found it strangely hypnotic and wonderful. I haven't felt the kind of familiarity that you might have with this. But it's just an example of work that is truly fascinating and culturally relevant for a market.
Like for you, it's interesting for just because it's every decision they've made. They've not gone, they've not pared back the casting. They've not gone, this has to just be a bit normal. I mean, it's the idea, isn't it? But they've gone, let's just embrace the weirdest types of real people that exist. It is so incredibly real.
I think that's something that should be commended, because it doesn't happen that much. By years ago, wanted your ad to have like global appeal, even though it was directed to your own country. And that made ads and castings look exactly the same. And I'm seeing more and more people saying it should be like that. Let's embrace our work. And I can imagine how this ad could have been executed with a British cast. I could imagine how this could be made for a Spanish audience with different people, but exactly the same stupidity.
Yeah, weirdly, this is such a strange relationship, but it made me actually think of the JD Sports Christmas ad, which is it was good because it showed a group of people and kind of moments which felt oddly real. Now, not as surreal necessarily as this, but it just committed to not trying to be this ad veneer, and went for an odd reality, or in that case, that's a sincere reality. But you've got a piece from the UK to talk about.
So I'm bringing you something really, really new from the UK. It has just been launched. Cadbury has just kicked off the year in the UK with I think it's a powerful ad. By BCCP is directed by a stellar director, Steve Rogers, and it's a partnership from Cadbury with Alzheimer's Research UK. They have delivered such an incredibly emotional story that shows how Cadbury has been here forever and how Cadbury plays that incredible and relevant role in British people's lives over their years. And I'm not usually such a fan of these sort of tearjerker ads, but I think the craft of this one is just really, really impressive. So it's definitely worth watching.
Let's watch.
Hi, Dad.
My daughter bought me this once. I fell off the ladder. She sat on the bed and we shared it.
I was only 8. Wanted to be your nurse.
She bought me one every birthday after that. Makes her mum laugh.
Why?
Because I always hated nuts. But don't tell her. Makes her so happy.
It does.
So it's a little bit of a different tone that we have established with the lamb.
Isn't it just?
But it's one of those that you don't see much because you see a lot of comedy, and you don't see, and that sort of goes for that emotional tone to hit the audience so hard.
Yeah. I hated it when I first saw it. I didn't realize it was an Alzheimer's partnership. So I just thought it's just a Cadbury ad and they've just gone to the most kind of cliched emotional impact. But then when you explained that it's an actual partnership with the charity, then I went, great, okay, fine. You can do that. You should do that because it's actually doing the right thing to make you think about the impact of that disease. Yeah, so beautifully well done. I'm not crying. Are you crying?
I'm semi-crying.
We're both
I'm
crying.
semi-crying because it's one of those that is the power of one shot when there's this close-up of the man and said, don't tell her because we really love it. It's the power of that acting. You don't really see that much in ads. And I really appreciate when there's such a sense of honesty in a performance.
And given the partnership and not so wonderfully well done and not over-directed either, it's just so simple. There's about 4 shots in the whole to tell the whole story. It's all it needs. It's great. Thank you very much, Pablo.
Okay. What a great beginning of the year. So are we going to see each other every week?
Just about.
Okay. Have an awesome night and I'll see you soon.
See you very soon, Pablo.